We will start just now. Honorable Ngubane, I know you've been sitting outside with Bozondo. Then maybe you guys are having caucus. So when you conclude the caucus, just please bring them inside so that so that we can start. Yeah. Caucuses are allowed, but not during our working hours. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Let's start. I'm a little bit under the weather. I've got flu that is refusing to go away. So the meeting today was convened because on Friday, when we were supposed to meet with the other panelists and the minister, the three panelists and the minister were not available for different reasons. So the minister did not attend the meeting on Friday and indicated that she had a program in the Eastern Cape. You colleagues spoke on the matter. I read her apology to yourselves. You were visibly not happy with the apology from the minister. And after all the deliberations, democracy prevailed. You, colleagues, voted that we must give her one of the days that she had proposed, which was today. And I must write to her. I must write to the Director General. I must write to the three panelists, which are DG Ngwenya, Chief of Staff Simane, and Advisor Solani, which I did write to them. And they are all here, except the DG who flew in from China last night, flew in this morning. He should be coming in just now. And yeah, here he is. Like I said, he flew in from China last night. And I see he's bought new glasses. Well done, DG. DG has bought new glasses. Welcome, DG. Honorable Kakao says ni hao. So welcome, DG. We had received an apology that despite the claims that this is the best run city, the traffic is terrible. We had indicated that you are stuck in traffic from the airport, and so is Honorable Msozana, who have told us, Honorable Lonzi, ourselves here, we go through it every day, so we understand the traffic is terrible. So I was giving feedback or background on what would have happened. So the meeting resolved yesterday that on Friday that we must convene the meeting today. We applied on Friday. We got approval before the meeting ended on Friday. I announced that we had received an approval and will be sitting today. The approval only ends at 1 o'clock because we do have a third-line whip at 2 o'clock. The President made an announcement last evening indicating that he has decided the powers vested in him. And unlike some will claim that it was because of their pressure, the President exercised his powers vested in him by the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. He made an announcement yesterday and replaced Minister Nkabane with Minister Buti Manamela. And Minister Nkabane was supposed to be here today. So here's what I've discussed with legal now. I want you to listen so that when you want to raise any issues, you don't raise political points, political issues. You deal now with legal matters. One, the proceedings of the meeting would have been that the panelists, they were going to read their letters into the records, and then we're going to give the minister. There's a principle in law called audi alteram pater, where there are those who speak and then you give somebody an opportunity to respond, because at the end of the meeting we're going to make or to deliberate and take a resolutions whether the minister would have lied or misled Parliament. And in order for you to arrive at at that point, would have allowed her to respond to the issues that would have been raised by the panelists. The minister or the president has now exercised this right and has removed the minister. We no longer have Dr. Nkabane as the minister. We have Buti Manamela as the minister. And therefore, our conversation with legal is that it will not make legal sense for us to get the panelists to read their letters into the records, because there will be no right of reply given to the minister. And therefore, the advice is that we thank them for coming, and we release them, and then we continue with the second part, because there were other parts, the DG, that members wanted to raise with your office. Those ones falls under the department, and we'll still need to continue with that part. So that is what is going to to happen. And I'm saying this is even when you argue it, we want you to argue, must tell us legally this is where we're wrong. Political statements are very nice and good, but now we're dealing with a legal matter. And then I'm going to note you. You're going to speak on this matter. And it must be clear that if you say you don't agree with the proposal, on what legal principle are you basing this thing on? So I'm going to note you. I'll start with you, Honorable Zondo. I'll follow with you, Honorable Khakha. I'll go to Kize, and I'll go to Govana. I'll go to Desiree. I'll go to Ngubane, and then I'll end with Souls in this round. In that order, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to make a point, a legal point here. Who's calling me now? So I'm opening my clock. Honorable Sieba.
No, thanks, Chair. Greetings to you, greetings, DG, honorable members of Parliament. Greetings to everyone. Mine, Chair, I think, Chair, now you have new tendency, Chair, to nesizulu sithi usifaka amahanisi senze ihashi ngesizulu sithi usifaka amahanisi manje as members I think we have a right to express our thinking on the matter and not being directed to say you have to say this and not go to this direction. I think we got into this matter because there was a public cry of some inconsistency or a feeling of that there are some processes that were flaws in the process. And then when we were deliberating on that, then it's come to a point whereby the minister, we felt he lied under oath or presented the facts. Then that is the second part of this process. But the first part was to get into the bottom of the process, of which the key role players, I think they are in the House today, of the process that made the minister to mislead the public. So I think when it was not our aim to remove the minister or for the president to remove the minister, we will say then because the president has removed the minister, then it's okay, the process is okay. That is not the case. We have a case here. We have a key role players who will continue to play that role that they are playing in the department. And we need to get to the bottom of that chair. That is my take on the matter.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, colleagues. Chair, firstly, it would serve this committee great justice to give us the legal codes that legal is basing their decision on, particularly because once we have that, then I would call for a caucus break for all parties to consult their legal opinion on this, because it does not make sense. One, this meeting was called in the same way that the previous meeting was called, where Advocate Terumotau and Ndate Ngubane were present, and we were able to engage them and ask them without the minister there. There's nothing that is stopping us from engaging Solani, from engaging Simane, from engaging Ngwenya, and the whole lot. There's also nothing stopping this committee from calling Nobuhle Nkabane back in her capacity as a private citizen to come account for the role that she played as part of this committee's efforts to holding previous and current administrations accountable for the work that has to do with the state's coffers. So if Nobuhle is not here today, if Dr. Nkabane is not here today to respond, in the same way she wasn't there last week Friday and we were able to engage others, I move that we continue to engage the people who are here today. We thoroughly do what we did the last time, and then she be called back and come. In the same way that this parliament has in the past exercised its muscle and teeth to summon people who sit outside of the executive to come and account before Parliament. There's nothing stopping our job here altogether. And I also want to caution, Chairperson, that when legal gives an advice to Parliament on how Parliament must conduct itself, it must apply itself not in alignment to a rigid way of viewing the role of Parliament, but do so fairly in the spirit of what this Parliament, and not just this committee, is supposed to do. Whether Nobuhle Nkabane is minister or not does not change the fact that she lied, she committed fraud and a statutory offence. The law will deal with that, it's good, but these people are here and they must respond.
Come through, Mkhize.
Thank you very much, Chair. Greetings to the members of the committee and the members from the department. Yes, Chair, it is only fair to give the members who were not present last week to also read their statement for record, perhaps to also engage them. Even though the minister may have been asked to stand down, but they are still officials of the department. We need to solicit some facts around them, engage, and see what could be the way forward. Chair, thank you.
So for that, I get that minute that you didn't use. Chairperson, I agree with my colleague, Honourable Khawu, that we actually take a break to get our own legal advice. We're busy communicating. But here's the point, Chairperson. Every single person that we summoned to appear before the committee was summoned on their role. It's got nothing to do with the previous minister or the new minister for that fact. They are summoned on their actions. We could not have people coming, pitching on our summons call, and others on our, can just go. I think those who are present, I support that, must present, and those who are not here will still come and present. We're not going to let it go. But I support the break, so we will also get a legal opinion. There is nothing in the world more important than the constitution of our country, and that is that we will all be treated equally before the rule of law. People were summoned, they will come and testify and read out and be questioned like all the others did last week. Thank you.
Thanks, Chair. No, I think maybe one must first welcome the decision of the President. I think it gives clarity to some problems that we had in the department, but also looking at the transparency reasons and other measures, maybe we must allow the panel to present and account on behalf of the portfolio, because our decision, Chair, was not to remove or have a new minister either way. We wanted accountability and transparency in the process. So the transparency that we needed, it's still needed, so that it guides even the minister on continuation and running the department. So I do believe that they must present. And if needs be, that we still need to see Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane. We will call her on her private capacity of the role that she played in the panel and in the establishment of the panel, and how she came about to sit as chairpersons. Thank you, Chair.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, colleagues and all the invitees. Look, Chair, I support your proposal.
Chairpersons. Thank you, Chair.
From our presence here. That's what I would like to focus on. And we need to decide as this committee whether we are a commission of inquiry or forever taking people to questioning people and all the higher education and make sure that those that are evasive are taken to account. That's a thing we need to decide. That's a thing we need to decide. What I would caution us is this prolonged and protracted of dealing with these people whom you see